Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
So first and 10 now from the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
I got you. You're off.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
Run.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Good job.
Well, we saw they're trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look left.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
49. You can't block me. 12.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's another Seahawks first down.
49's the Mike. Ricky.
They'll run on first down.
Run.
It's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Good job right there. Yeah, and here we go.
From the 39, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Let's go.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
It's the shakedown,
Corey
baby.
Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll let this go for the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10
you must be
at
getting
the
tired
20.
of seeing me.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Half 85, half 85.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And John Brown's got it, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A good return there, 17
Let's
yards.
go, baby. Let's
and
go.
It'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go,
and they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Strip that ball.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Got him. Got him.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Kill. Joker.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, I'm coming.
Is that?
55, Mike,
Here's
55.
Allen on 1st and 10.
Watch the run,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
12.
You ain't going nowhere.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On 2nd and a yard.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now.
Check.
Mike's 49.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
There you go.
Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Me and you all day. All day.
Now again, right side McCaffrey.
Run!
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Good work,
Typically,
D.
we think
That's
it's the
how we
strong
ball,
safeties
fellas.
that are better
Keep playing hard.
tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Seahawks on 3rd down.
Mike,
just
49.
1 for 3 thus far.
Here we go.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
They run it with Carson, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, 4-1.
Now Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an...
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson escapes. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm going to hit you.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
We got 4. We got 4. 20, seal that. Seal that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son.
Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Whip. Watch the
152.
You're coming.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Hey, 180.
Watch 55. Watch the backer.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, yeah!
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Strong right.
Half 10.
Right. Even.
From the 41,
Check 15.
Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Crash.
And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this throw caught left side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And we remind you, coming up
guys,
at the half, we'll join who, Charles? The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Let's go. We got this.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this is Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Single receiver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. It got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, home.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
All you get is a headache.
Mike 55, Mike.
Operating from the gun.
It's just me and you.
Oh,
It's
the
just me
pressure
and you.
too great, and he goes down once more.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Now it's Stephen Hauschka, who won a Super Bowl ring kicking for the Seahawks. Now he's against them. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Let's go.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
And Myers able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's go!
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Drop deep, drop deep.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
55's Mike, got it.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
That's where you belong.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
From the gun, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Wilson. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
49.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. First and 10.
49.
Wilson will throw again.
I'm trying to collect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver.
Boom!
He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
41's coming. 41's coming.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Watch his
And an
slant.
alley to run.
Watch his slant. Run, run, run.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Hey, there he is. Touchdown,
Christian
baby. Keep it
McCaffrey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit
I
further.
don't think you got it, son.
A good, sustained
99,
drive there in this
check
third
99.
quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
5 wide.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And the grab by Crom. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Alert!
Allen now on first down.
It's our time.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Right there. 54
On second down, Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Mike 55.
I'm coming.
On first down, Singletary. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. On second down and 4, Allen. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Allen from the gun on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close.
Here we go.
Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Get him, boy.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down at a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good.
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Coming in.
Check 43.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
Yeah, way to go.
Touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. That's what I'm
A
talking about.
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check 24, check 24.
Singletary to get the drive started. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Hold.
49 to Mike.
On
49
first
to
down,
Mike.
this is McCaffrey.
can't hang.
They're going to snuff this
He's
play
not gonna
out
get me.
behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 3rd down, Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd
guys.
down.
Mike, 49.
This is Carson.
Run.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and
Come on,
taken.
now. Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Here we go. Mike, 55.
Hey, tight.
55. It's a party. It's a
Allen
party
now.
now.
Gonna throw again. He's gonna float this one deep right side. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Come on, baby.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Check 55.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Okay, baby, let's go.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now. Because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check.
Allen gonna go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. Could have had our shutout.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
49. Watch the run. Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. but I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.